Welcome to Tampa, Raymond James Stadium, and while it is indeed home to the 2021 Super Bowl champion Buccaneers, it is also the home field for the USF Bulls and the clash that we have in store today. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Boise State Broncos, taking on a team from the American, the South Florida Bulls. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Broncos' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the USF Bulls offense will go on the attack first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
The Bulls come to the line in the hurry-up. The play-action fake. Using the quick game. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Bulls look to keep this drive humming. Brown will throw it. Grabs over the middle. It's Sullivan. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Got his man downfield. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying.
Turning it on! And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. The Bulls had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Quick strike complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulls. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
What an exciting way to nice start to the season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it, and that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Boise State, 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Boise State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
Got his man quickly. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. On the run, it's Riley. There he goes. Quick step and go. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. And the Broncos, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the lone running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Just a little off. Incomplete. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one. A 47-yarder from the right hash. And it's right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
7. Boise State, 3.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Set to kick off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. And the Bulls moving quickly to the line. With jet sweep pass. They opened a lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. The Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Off the bootleg and rolling out. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Brown wants to pass. Fires to the right. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. Shakes off the defender. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Punt is in the air on 4th down. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Using his legs, it's Riley. He hits that hole. It opened up for him as he gets 6 and all the way out to the 9-yard line. The Broncos can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The sweep feet buy a little time. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got the big tight end on the corner route. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. They'll go back to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Back to throw, it's Madsen. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's the end of the period, and USF is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. And the Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. They'll start the drive. Read option left. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Hold.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The pitch to the left. Oh, what a move. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Give to the running back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After the run, now to throw. Right down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better, Dan.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead, put a drive together here and build on that lead.
They'll move the wide receiver. Brown will throw it. Hauls it in. Gets away from one, finds room. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with the first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
And the Bulls racing to the line in the hurry-up.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Gets it out fast. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. The Bulls will have it 1st and 10.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Quickly out to the tight end. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. This is a big moment for this offense. You keep the ball this long, you have to finish the deal. 3rd and goal. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. It's good, and that was dead solid, perfect. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to...
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Under fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the 1st half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Broncos decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll call for the fair catch here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. From the gun, the ground game.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Bulls will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Dropping back, it's Madsen. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Going to the running game. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. And the Broncos will line up to punt it away. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Quickly complete. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. They think there's room to run to the right here. Across the 45. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Caught near the sticks. It's Sullivan. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line. The Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Brown wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Also 7 yards on the play. Brings up 2nd and goal.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is extended a little further. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Tampa. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Raymond James Stadium.
He'll bring it out. It's Ford. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Finds his target down the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Now on second down. They'll run play action. Got a man, it's Riley. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Wants to throw it. Finds us back in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Broncos pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. From the gun, running back gets to give. Oh, he's got some space. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Put themselves in a bit of a bind, but that last one is 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. The away team is hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon. They're up by 13 over the Judicials. For now, it's back to you, fellas. But, of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Franklin. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Bulls in the hurry-up. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Brown will throw it. Looking down the middle. Finds his man. It's Singleton. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Bulls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this.
Turning it on. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Now from inside the red zone. Catch in the middle, it's Franklin. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. He wants it all. Touchdown, USF! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Boise State, 10.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Marshall. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Gets it out quickly. There he goes. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Madsen. Oh, they're after him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Middle linebackers, they're middle linebackers because they're right in the middle of the defense. You put guys that have a nose for the football because they literally line up over the football every single time. They play the run well, and look at this. How about this? Rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, getting the big sack.
And the Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Broncos will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Hunt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running the read option to the left. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Got a first down. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two, and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
And that is what is so dangerous about this quarterback. Not only can he hurt you with his arm, but, man, he can hurt you with his legs. And he shows you the speed on that play. Wow.
Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. Going to the run, it's Franklin. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Use the play fake, now to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, South Florida. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Boise State, 10.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Off the play fake. They get to him as he throws. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air. It's Madsen. Finds his big tight end. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Marshall. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. To the ground with the back. Oh, he got loose. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Broncos have this offense rolling. They'll give it to him again. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Marshall. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Rides the back and leaves it. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Tight end now in motion. The inside handoff. Across, headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Broncos!
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown run.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. The home team is just destroying the competition today, and at this rate, I'm not sure it won't get worse. The away team has done nothing to stop this offense. This is ugly today. They're up by 21 over the Judicials. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Motion from the wideout. Brown wants to pass. Finds the tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Bulls want to pick up the tempo.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. It'll be 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Sullivan. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. That is no good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He'll do it himself. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Offense, quick tempo.
Make some noise. It's 3rd down.
3rd down play from the gun. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Finds him out of the backfield. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Madsen. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick.
Looking for the end zone. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. Working that left side now. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28. Bunch formation for these receivers.
Brings up 2nd down.
They just keep firing. Here's a heat. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Caught. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Broncos are in the hurry-up. They'll throw it from the red zone. Makes the grab down the middle. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Wants to go up top. Looking to the end zone. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
The AT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Boise State, 24.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first downs. So you have to be able to run.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Brown will throw it. Wide open downfield. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.